Okay, let's run a hypothetical. Let's say Trump did bring back 100% of automotive manufacturing to the USA, like literally brought back 100%. The cars were 100% made in USA. What would happen? Number one, those businesses would go probably bankrupt. Why? Because you guys have a labor shortage. You got thousands of people that are unemployed, and they're unemployed because they're either addicted to drugs or they just don't want to work, or menial labor jobs like warehouse jobs and factory jobs are below them. But the other thing is you have a skilled labor shortage. You have a surplus of jobs. You've got tens of thousands of jobs in the US that are already unfilled and not filled, and that's growing. So these companies would not have the labor force, so they'd eventually have to look at automation. And that automation would take away from future and possible future jobs. But not only that, because of the labor rates in the United States, the cost of manufacturing each one of these cars would go through the roof. Like, you think it's expensive buying a truck now for $100,000? If the United States manufactured 100% of a vehicle, okay, all the parts, everything in the US, the average cost of a pickup truck, a new pickup truck, would be about $500,000. $500,000 to buy a vehicle. This is why it is good to outsource the manufacturing of certain things. Yeah, the U.S. can assemble its vehicles, like it would make sense for them to have an assembly line to assemble the vehicles sold in the U.S., kind of like Canada does. The vehicles sold in Canada are assembled in Canada and sold to Canada. But we also have a surplus, so we sell them to you guys. And that kind of helps you guys quite a bit. And vice versa. You guys sell us a lot of cars because you guys have a surplus, so we just trade them back and forth. But that's the thing. The U.S. cannot take over 100% of the manufacturing of vehicles. Cannot take over, and it cannot produce enough aluminum or steel every year on its own to make all these parts and all these automobiles and all these vehicles. Because you don't have the labor force, you don't have the means, you don't have the infrastructure. So Trump's tariffs, at the end of the day, are going to fuck you guys over really, really bad. Because right now, the rest of the world is making deals with each other. And what happens when we make deals with everyone else and there's nothing left for the US when you come asking us for it back?